I went to work for this guy where we shot the video. I was working for this guy named Bill Murphy, and we were running the Cross U Ranch and the Spider were two outfits that we were running together. I'm still on the Spider, but they ended up selling the Cross U. The IRS got after him. My boss, again, he was running this foundation, and the foundation owned the Cross U, and the IRS got after him and said, look, this is not an appropriate venture for a 501c3. You got to sell this ranch. But so Bill was running both of those outfits at the time when I started, and Whistle was just an ugly little bay horse, not very big. If we had like 17, 18 horses in our little bunch there, and if I ran them all in there and told you to pick one out to ride, I promise you Whistle would be the last horse that you would have picked, because he's really ugly. His head is like that big, and both of his front legs come out of the same hole, and the coyotes had chewed his tail off. He just had a little old stubby tail, and he's just an ugly little booger. But I liked him because he was just great to punch cows on. He really liked to do it, and he was a getting around son of a gun. And if you pointed him at something, you better be sure that that's where you wanted to go, because, he would try to get you there. He really would. And I just really liked him. And one time, I tell this story about him. I had gotten off in the movie business. We had Ranch Album, and I was getting some other jobs, video jobs, and I was just day working for a while. And Whistle got handed over to my buddy Matt was working for Bill, and so Matt was riding Whistle, and so we were making a drive one day. I was day working for him, and Bill drops me off on one side of this canyon and Matt off on the other side, and he's going to go down below and make a holdup down there. We were going to all get together. So I go and work my little piece of country, and I find, 10 or 12 cows, and I get them started off in the canyon. And we had these Diamond A cows then that we bought from the Diamond A, and they were all Brayford cross cows, and they were trotty. They would run, and when one of them ran, they all would. And they had been running over there where Matt was going, and I knew maybe I better wait. I better not get down there in front of him anyway. That's not going to be very helpful. Well, sure enough, here comes Matt and Whistle, and run. Here comes these Diamond A cows, and they're running, and they come over the rim, and they go crashing into this white oak thicket, and they kind of disappear. And Matt and Whistle are running, and they go crashing there too. They disappear. I can see the white oak shaking, and the cows come out, and they're going to turn around and rim right back out the way they came, and I'm thinking, oh dear, I've cleverly positioned myself in a place where I couldn't be much help. I'm just watching the wreck, and here comes Whistle out of the thicket, but there's no Matt. And Whistle, he's kind of dragging a bridle rein, and he runs around there, and he stops the cows. And he wasn't very good to catch, but he stood right there, and Matt comes limping out of the thicket and stuff, and he gets right, Whistle lets him catch him, and by then I kind of over there, and we get the cows kind of lined out and going, and Matt's mad at Whistle. He's cussing him. You that little sorry SOB, did you see him drag me off in that thicket? Well, I told him, Matt, where I'm sitting, Whistle, he held up his end a lot better than you did. But I liked Whistle so much I put him in this song. Well, the boss drove out from town last week. Let me start that over. Well, the boss drove out from town last week. Said he got the outfit sold. He give us 2 months' wages. He hoped we had a place to go. He sure hoped we had a place to go. New man sent his nephew out. He turned up yesterday. He wondered if I would show him around before we got along on our way. He said he'd penciled in the whole day. And you know I really tried to help that boy, but I guess I kinda had my doubts. We've been on this old ranch for 10 years now, and I just barely got her figured out. I just barely got her figured out. Well, I said, you better like to ride if you're gonna stay out here. You need some horses that can get around. And I'd try to hold on to the ones that won't let you down. 'Cause you're a mighty long ways from town. You can count on Joe and you can count on Bear, but you better keep an eye on speed. And take good care of old Whistle there. He's done a lot of work for me. He sure done a lot of work for me. That old mountain, well, she'll get you in the winter sometimes, but she'll save you in the spring and the fall. The west side'll hold you when it forgets to rain, and there ain't nothing growing at all. Sometimes there ain't nothing growing at all. The old generator wants a lot of TLC, and she'll run till you need her real bad. Mary planted strawberries over there, the best ones I ever had. Man, them's the best ones I ever had. You can count on Joe and you can count on Bear, but you better keep an eye on speed. And take good care of old Whistle there. He's done a lot of work for me. He sure done a lot of work for me.